This is going to get a little bit personal, but who doesn't love a good old football mascot? Let's do this. Hello guys, how are we all doing? Welcome back to yet another video. Today we are back with yet another tier list, and today we are going through each Championship football club's team mascot. I'm going to be putting them on this tier list. As you can see then, we've got all 24 Championship mascots down the bottom here, going from Bournemouth all the way down to West Brom in no particular order, to be honest, and I've got to put them in these four tiers. At the top we have elite, so the top mascots, the best looking mascots. Then we have good, some pretty solid mascots in there. Decent for the sort of average mascots, they're okay, not the best. And then at the bottom we've got creepy for mascots I think look absolutely horrific. So let's do this. We'll start then with AFC Bournemouth, who have got Cherry Bear. Now look at this guy, look at his face. That for me is a very cute bear. I think he's really good. And do you know what, I'd get a picture with him, even as an away fan. If I was to go down to AFC Bournemouth, I'd get a picture with this guy. Look at him, he's a really good looking mascot. And for me, this one, great start. Cherry Bear already goes in elite. Next then, we move on to Barnsley, and look at this guy, Toby Tyke. I mean, look at that face. He looks really angry. If I was getting a picture with him, if I was a kid getting a picture with this guy, I'd be a bit scared of him. Look at that face. I think the idea of Toby Tyke is okay, but that mouth, he looks really angry, and I don't know why. So for that reason, I'm going to put him in creepy. I don't like him. Look at his face. Creepy. Next up then, you've got Beau Brummie, who's obviously Birmingham City's mascot. Now this one just makes me feel nostalgic. I remember seeing this one on like Match of the Day as a kid when I used to watch Birmingham City. Obviously they were in the Premier League then. And yeah, this guy just makes me feel nostalgic. He's not the cutest mascot, but he's not too bad. So I'm going to say Beau Brummie's a decent mascot. I'd probably get a picture with him as well. He's not a bad looking mascot. And then moving on to Blackpool FC, we've got Bloomfield Bear. And this for me is just the perfect kind of mascot. I mean, look at him. He's cute. You'd want to get a picture with him. And I'll tell you what I love with these kind of mascots is, look how big he is. He's really cuddly. If you're a kid, you want to cuddle your mascot when you get a picture with him. Look at him. He's a good looking mascot. Next up then, Blackburn Rovers, Rover the dog. Look at this guy's face. Look at him. That is not cute. That is terrifying. I tell you what, I'm a 22-year-old lad and I find that terrifying. Look at him. Look into his eyes. He's not a friendly dog. I think if you go to stroke him, he bites you. So I don't like Rover Dog. Not the cutest. I'm sorry, Blackburn. He's going in creepy. Next up then is Bartley Bluebird for Cardiff City. Now this guy's pretty cute. He's alright, isn't he? He's not the best mascot. I don't usually think birds are. I'd usually say bears and lions, those kind of things are my favourite. But Bartley Bluebird's a decent mascot, so we'll pop him in the decent tier there. Guys, let me know down below what you think. If I'm disrespecting your club, you're going to have words with me, but some of these, not my favourites. Next up then is Sky Blue Sam, the Coventry City mascot, and I am probably being a bit biased here, but he is an elite mascot. I love him. I used to get like pictures with him when I was a kid. He's really big and cuddly, and he's quite nostalgic as well, because on the Coventry City badge there's an elephant. So yeah, I like Sky Blue Sam. I think he's a good little mascot. Next up then, Derby County, Rami. I mean, look at this guy. He's pretty cute, to be fair, isn't he? I like the idea of a ram as a mascot. There's not too many. I suppose it is nostalgic with Derby being the Rams, but yeah, I like this guy. He's not too big and cuddly, but he's a good mascot, so we'll pop him in. He can go in the good tier. I like Rami, he's a good mascot. Next up then, Preston North End. I had to do my research for this one, because if you look at that picture and a few other pictures of him, I really struggle to think, what is he? What is he meant to be? He is a duck. He's called Deepdale Duck. And it doesn't really look like a duck, and maybe from a few other angles he does, but I don't think he looks like a duck, to be honest. I think he's quite creepy, actually, so not the biggest fan of this guy. I'm going to say Deepdale Duck is creepy. I'm sorry, Preston fans. Next up, Fulham FC, obviously coming down from the Premiership. Look at this guy. This is a good mascot. Billy Badger. He is cute, isn't he? What a mascot this is. He's a good mascot. I'd get a picture with him. And like I say, not too many clubs have badgers either, so he's quite unique. I'll pop him in elite as well. I really like this one. Billy Badger, yeah, that's a good one. Next up we come to Luton Town. Now I've said a lot of nice things about Luton Town over the last year. I really respect the journey they've been on. I think they've got a great fan base, but when it comes to the mascot, I'm not mad about him. He's called Happy Harry, and look at this guy. If I was a kid, I don't think I'd want a picture with this guy. He's not a big cuddly animal, is he? He's just like, what's he meant to be? He's obviously got a hat there, the Hatters, but what's he meant to be, Luton fans? You'll have to let me know. I'm not too mad on this guy. I'm sorry, Happy Harry, but I'm going to say you're creepy. I wouldn't want my kids to have photos with you either. Next up then, Middlesbrough Football Club, and you've got Rory the Lion. Now this guy's good, isn't he? Like I said, I like lions as mascots, and look how sort of traditional this mascot looks. Rory the Lion, he's a good one. I think we'll pop him in We'll pop him in the good tier. I like that one, Middlesbrough. I got a lot of time for Rory the Lion. Next up, Millwall Football Club, and this one's called Zampa. He's pretty cool, to be honest. I like the look of this one. I tell you what he reminds me of. I don't know if you guys remember the 2006 World Cup. I'll see if I can get a picture up. But the mascot for that competition, I feel like he looks a little bit like this guy. Maybe he doesn't look like him too much, but I feel like he does. I like Zampa. I think this is a good mascot. And do you know what? No, I'll say he's an elite mascot. I like this guy, Millwall. I'm going to pop him in elite. Next up then, you've got Peterborough United, and their mascot is Peterborough. Now look at this guy. This is a pretty stylish mascot. He's obviously a bunny rabbit. And yeah, he's pretty cool. I don't really know what the resemblance is between Peterborough and bunny rabbits. Is it something to do with the club? I'm not 100% sure. Is it just really random? But I like this mascot. If you look at like pictures of him, I think he's pretty cool, pretty stylish. And I'd get a picture with him. So I'm going to say Peterborough is a good mascot. Next up, we go down to QPR Loftus Road, where we find Spark, the mascot. Now, this guy reminds me of Tony the Tiger from the Frosties advert. Obviously, he's a tiger as well. And he's all right, Spark. He's not as good as Lions. I think I prefer Lions to Tigers, but Spark's still pretty good. I'm going to put Spark in, I'm going to say decent. He's a decent mascot. Then we go across to the Medeski Stadium, where we find Kingsley Royal at Reading, and he's another Lion. I like this guy, Kingsley Royal. He's a pretty good mascot. Yeah, once again, it's sort of nostalgia. I remember Reading being in and around the Premiership, and I feel like I remember this guy. I like him. I'm going to say Kingsley Royal is a good mascot. Then we go up to the City Ground, where we find Nottingham Forest, and their mascot is Robin Hood. Now, I didn't know this until I did my research for this video, but this guy obviously is Robin Hood. And I do usually prefer animals as mascots, but because of how he links back to Nottinghamshire's history and obviously the legend of Robin Hood, I feel like he is a bit of a legend and he's got to go in elite. He's not the cuddliest looking mascot, but he is a pretty cool one. And like I say, I like the history behind Robin Hood, so we'll pop him in elite. Next then to the KC Stadium, Hull City, where we find Rory Tiger. And look at this guy. I mean, he is cute, isn't he? What a mascot this is. Yeah, I'd definitely get a picture with this guy, especially when I was a kid. He's cute. He doesn't look scary. Not sure if he's top tier for me. I do like him though. I think I'll pop him in good. You guys are going to have to let me know down below as well. What's your thoughts on these? Next then to Bristol City, where we find Scrumpy Robin. Now I'm getting Pingu vibes from this guy, just his eyes. But he's quite cute. He's not too cuddly because he's not the fattest mascot, but he's fairly cute. He's a decent looking mascot. I'd imagine the Bristol City fans do like him. I'm going to say he's decent. He's not the best mascot, but he is a pretty solid mascot. Next then, Stoke City, and we've got this one, Pottermus. Obviously, Stoke City, they are the Potters. I found that quite funny when I found this one, but a hippo as a mascot, it's really unique, isn't it? I don't mind Pottermus. Not too cute, but not a bad mascot, not creepy. I'll say decent again for Pottermus, not a bad mascot. Next then to Bramall Lane, where we find Captain Blade. This is another sort of nostalgic one with them being the Blades and the Steel City. And he's obviously got his blades. I like him. I'll tell you what he reminds me of. When I was a kid, I used to have this pirate bath wash. Once again, I'll see if I can find a picture of it. It just reminds me of that. He's not a bad mascot, to be fair. I do like him. I'd probably get a picture with this one. I'm going to say a good mascot for Captain Blade. Next then to Swansea City. I have seen this one before when I went to the Liberty Stadium. Cyril the Swan. I do like it. Once again, you don't get many swans as mascots, and obviously it makes sense with them being Swansea. The only critique I have is look how big it is. Obviously with it being a swan, it does make sense that it has a long neck, but I just think it's really big and it really hurts my neck just looking at it. I mean, look how that beak bends over the top. Not a bad mascot still though, Cyril the Swan. I'm going to say Cyril, decent mascot. There you go, Swansea. We've got two mascots left then. We'll go to Huddersfield Town, where we find Terry the Terrier. And look at this guy. Look at Terry the Terrier. How cute is he? Definitely an elite mascot. I think Terry the Terrier is a really good mascot. It really reminds me of CBBC and Hacker and Dodge. But I do like it nonetheless. Really cute looking mascot. Probably the cutest on here. And I'd definitely get a photo with him. The last mascot then is West Bromwich Albion's Baggy Bird. And this is a great mascot. I mean, look at this guy's face. Look how happy he is. It's a really good mascot. I've been to the Hawthorns plenty of times. And I really like this one. I haven't had a photo with him yet. I might be a bit old for this now. But I still would get a photo with Baggy Bird. I think he's a really good looking mascot. So the last mascot, Baggy Bird, is going in the elite tier. Thank you guys for watching today's video. Make sure to drop it a thumbs up. Let me know your comments down below. If I've disrespected your mascot, then I'm very sorry, but there are some creepy ones in there. Let me know your thoughts down below. Make sure to subscribe to the channel as well if you are new, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.